Welcome to King's Court. This is Divinity Original Sin 2. It's officially released, so I'm going to just start a new game and then just go from there. This will have story content, so if you're looking to not know any of the story and play, like maybe learn the story yourself, you probably are not going to really want to watch the videos that I'm making. Of course, for these videos, I will be covering the information I see and then kind of giving certain details that I'm noticing. Let's see. So classic mode, it's basic Divinity Spears. You'll do your wits in and out. And what's the tactician? The foes you'll meet will be cunning and relentless. They'll bombard you with nasty tricks and surprises that the explorer and classic modes don't feature. Not for the faint of heart. Well, let's go with just classic mode. So I know in the release they were talking about bringing out different race, which I believe is the skeletons or the undead. And I'll have to look at like what their abilities are specifically. Let's see, Dome of Protection restores 8 physical armor and 8 magical armor. Duration of 5 turns, with a cooldown of 6. Huh. That's interesting. I don't remember the Dome of Protection before. Looks like they all get it. Okay. Yeah, there's the undead. Heal from poison, but regular healing will damage you. Sturdy. Sturdy gives you 10% maximum vitality and 5% dodging. Interesting. Yeah, you can play dead. So I do know the undead specifically. Oh, never mind. That's because it's an undead dwarf. Huh. Where's hyphen? Yeah, the origin stories. These are all like the actual characters in the storyline that you can play. I'm actually going to do a custom. Huh, they changed that too. Okay. Okay. Yeah, look at that. So that's nice. So there's some minor details that they have in here that's kind of cool. So now they actually tell you like, hey, sets knocked down for 1 turn, right? But then you'll see the little timer in the bottom there, and that's actually the cooldown. So you'd be able to do this every 4 turns. What's nice too is they're showing the little green dots at the top. That tells you how many action points it is to do it. So like fortify is only 1 action point. And then they're giving you in the bottom, they'll tell you what they were. So it's warfare, and this is geomancer. Here's Inquisitor. And here's the knight. So go with male. And we are going to start the adventures of Nemo. Let's see, we'll make him earthen. It's a good Nemo face. Yeah. Actually, he'll go with that. That's good. Not bad. 8, maybe? Oh no, we gotta make him kind of like a pirate. There you go. Dark hair. um, let's go with that.
Meet your maker. I'll yield to none. Greet the Reaper for me. Greet the Reaper for me. Ha! Nice, better luck next time. I'll yield to none.
Yeah, let's go with that one. So then of course they have the presets, which you can actually go through and edit, which I'm actually going to be doing. So, they give me the two-handed, which I do want to have two-handed, but one thing to note is two-handed does not increase your efficiency with a particular weapon. So you'll see there, like it says level 1, it increases damage and then critical multiplier. But it doesn't make a difference for like your chance to hit or anything like that. Whereas like single-handed is a different story. It would actually increase your accuracy, but again, it's only for single-handed. In this case, to start out with, I want to have polymorph, and we'll stick with bartering because this is gonna be my main guy. And then in here, I'm gonna change some of these skills. So, while battering ram is pretty good, I want to be able to use the bull horns. What's this one? Chameleon cloak. Okay. Yeah, for starting out, we'll go with this. It looks like they changed chicken because I was pretty sure it was like 1 AP, and then I think it was like 3 or 4 for the cooldown. To me, because of the difference here, I would actually say Battle Stomp is more worth it. Considering Battle Stomp will do damage and it goes through a whole area, kind of like Tunnel Path, and it'll knock down the targets so they lose a turn anyway. Yep, and then that part's good. And then talents. Now in the beta, there's a lot of problems I had with Opportunist. It didn't really work very well. It seemed like a lot of enemies were able to walk by me without any real issue. So I don't necessarily recommend it. One thing I was doing though was definitely the Executioner. And we are going to go with me being a soldier and a noble, right? Because that's how I learned my abilities to barter. That or I can do outlaw. Yeah, we'll go with that. He's noble. And we'll make him the odd. All right, and now we have Nemo. Still have points to spend. I do. It's not that. Oh. Okay. Will give me an extra memory. Those are good. Okay, so then I should be good now. Yep, there we go. And so it begins. Oh, nice. Now this is all different too. They had like just a voiceover type deal. They didn't actually have like a whole intro cinematic.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared. And sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
All right. That's cool. They changed the
So it
portrait layout.
wasn't a dream after all.
Oh, they do have the voiceovers. That's cool. Let's grab the.
Very chatty fellow, are you?
Oh, guess can't take the skull. That's sad. Alright. Alright, it's always worth looking at a lot of these. Oops. Yeah, just take those two.
Ah, you're up. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
Oh yeah.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. The good ship Merryweather. But you can stand at ease there, Private. You do realize you're not in any army here, don't you?
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well.
Strug me,
you'll soon
man.
gather your wits, most likely, eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
No. Can't take the ancient book.
Good gods, there's been a murder here.
Was he already? Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you.
Okay.
How about that?
So I didn't realize they weren't going to actually show what I'm responding with. But let's see. Yeah, I'll let her know if I hear anything
I just
interesting.
want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else.
Alright. Oh, it's not mine. Oh, she's pissed off at me now. Well, there you go. Anyone who goes to play, don't try looking at the corpse. Oh, that's an interesting detail. It actually showed me like bringing blood off my feet. A bottle of beer, yes. Oh, here's my chick.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
I wonder what she's doing.
Rolling dice.
Of course you are.
Deciding fates.
Oh. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if we laugh and can she read it in the cow entrails as
She
well.
eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it too.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue,
Oops.
efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back home. A very special someone. You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together. Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
Oh yeah.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp you found.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Why not?
Leans
Let's
in
go
and adjusts
closer.
your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks,
Inches less that way, right?
hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction. The sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander.
Wondering why he
many,
suspects him,
many,
right?
many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Oh, he's a commander.
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword, and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Yeah, let's ask him about why he's at the mercy of a subordinate.
Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
I'm gonna quietly
Ifan
back away.
performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
He's messing with that guard pretty good.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Ask what you're meant to be hearing.
Shit, of course.
Quiet and listen to the sounds of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
I'm gonna say, it sounds like it's angry. Like it's trying to capsize the
fellow
ship.
cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
Let's go ahead and close my eyes and listen.
Just like that. Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back, the other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
I'm gonna ask him why he's
No,
excited.
you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel. Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, the 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
How would he know that? Yeah, you shouldn't talk like that about your magnificent beard.
You've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate, even here.
Yeah, why is he? Actually, I'm gonna note he's a practiced sailor.
Captain, actually. That figure tells me we're getting close to the Joy. Close to what lies beyond it, too.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Okay, I'll just take my leave. Alright, and essentially we could talk to everyone here, but I'm not really too worried about a lot of the conversation here. Actually, I don't
The elf
remember
is
him.
reading a volume of Cranny Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
ahead and ask what the hell he thinks he looks like. Yeah, let's ask him about his book.
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Let's go with the human.
Please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, with nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
We're gonna say that they're a force of nature.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
I'm gonna insist. I wanna know why he's so interested.
Pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book, or respond to your questions.
Well, fine then, fool.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
Yeah, I'm
Glad to
fine.
hear it. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Alright, Williams.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
We're gonna address her. So what does she mean that there's other lives that must
Your
end?
journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly. If she casts source, the Void Welcome will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Kaboomy. Alright.
What's happened?
Oh man. Anyway, you always want to make sure you grab all the food. And wine. Food and wine, very important. Let's go back here. Well, I now own that whole flower pot. Yes, sir. Gonna plant me a garden. Okay, nothing really there. Let's check the chest. Oh. Interesting. Let's go with that. Yeah, in the beta they actually had it where you already started with equipment on you. And that chest wasn't there either. Whoops. Actually, I already checked them. Huh.
lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead. You hear a faint thud, thud, thud. He's alive, but only just.
Okay. Oh, might as well head on up. Actually, hold on. Forget about the display case. Yeah, that's locked, so I can't really do anything with that. So... Now usually the paintings can be worth quite a bit, so they're worth actually like grabbing.
God damn it. Need to get off this wreck quick.
So they're trying to tell me that I could actually move certain items.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. Great gods. Something's pounding on my hull.
Oops. Sounds pretty crazy. There. So, interesting note, right? Fire you can actually put out with a slam.
Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
He's got the, equip that. Take all that. Hey, who's that? How are you?
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead.
That's hilarious. I was just talking to him and he wasn't a
The
skeleton.
is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to.
Yeah, that's it. He was the elf.
Please, I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
Yeah, sure, that sounds
Indeed.
sensible.
Just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business. I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, so
The skeleton shrugs casually and returns to his...
This guy's something else. Alright. Now he's totally new too, so he wasn't in the other one. Now. What I do know is if I go in here and I end up getting into a fight, there's a chance the dog will actually attack me. Weird. Let's cripple him. And put on my bull horns. And then I'm going to come right through you. Since he's crippled, he couldn't move. There you go. Yeah, so I crippled him so that way he couldn't actually move far enough away that he can't hit me anyway, and then all I gotta do is go back. And the reason for doing that is in here, right, I can actually attack the door to break it, which I'm holding down control, because if you don't do it, it'll show locked. You do control, it says you want to bash the door open. There's some guys in here that are actually scared. Put my shirt there. Let's go ahead and take this journal, the ink pot. There's a letter. Nothing in the dust. Take that quill and that ink pot. Take your destroyed painting.
Bishop Alexander, if Lucian were alive, what would he think of his son's divine order?
Hey, resurrection scroll. That's always good. Alright.
Like a fine grace, what was...
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his...
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of him.
Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar?
He whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix! Take out your blood!
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand.
Yeah, let's strengthen. Oh, failure.
The Magisters look to each other, then back to you, and unsheath their blade.
Your lies end here! Get...
Yep. Alright, so first things first. Go by you. Right, I can do this. This way. I can come through them, kill the one. And then because I picked up Executioner, when I kill somebody, I actually break right through them. And we should be able to just attack them. Oh, come on. What a lucky bloke. There you go. And then you'll see in the very bottom there, there's this yellow bar. That's actually the experience. Alright. There we go. I just came to fight them for some extra experience. The real stuff is through here. So the skull mark key I actually picked up over there.
You press your palm against the door. It doesn't budge.
I'll use the key. There we go. And then Now, something to note, right? This is Death Fog, and it's instant death for the living. But for people who are undead, so if you chose the undead class, or I'm sorry, race, you can actually go in here and then loot things, which I think is just this one Magistrate Knight, which chances are they probably don't have anything really incredible, to be honest, because this is just the intro. But nonetheless, a cool fact that you can actually go do that if you choose to. And now we're gonna head on up. Maybe? There it goes. Okay. Alright. So we have Void Wings. I'm going to end my turn. The reason being is I didn't want to go charging in, and if I wait a turn, I can actually get 6 points to work with. Now, these guys are close by. Can knock them down. And they're poison. Now I'm going to set bleeding on them. And then pick one to kill. Okay, and then should be able to kill this one. And now this guy. Let's see if they got anything to loot, huh? Nope, nothing worth anything. There's Fireball. Oh, nice lightning. That's different. Alright. Alright. Well, like I said, you can always kind of cheat. And you have the ability to knock it all down. Oh, carrying too much. Just put it over there. Huh. Hello, Captain. I now have a makeshift wand. Alright.
Still a chance. Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
But there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
I'll go down and check for the survivors.
Thank you. There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight.
You're gonna be the death of us.
Okay. There's the ladder.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound. The Magister lies on the...
Oh. Ain't much you can do about that. Take that book. And you go, of course, read any book. Source King insists there's no magics too foul, even those that would block or even remove the source within the individual. A delight in his madness, it is the invitation to manipulate all which we once believed immutable. He provides all manner of experimental objects. The text beneath lists a series of hexes and materials required for muting source. Some of those objects are circled in black ink and are noted as follows: helm, collar, masks. Okay.
If you could get yourself up there, there's a boat. Wait, void woken.
Charge. There you go.
I thought Void Woken was supposed to be scary.
Bam.
I've faced worse.
What? Actually, that guy was supposed to be stunned. I wonder how he got a turn.
Let the games.
I guess he's just shocked.
Into the dark with you.
They who are about to triumph.
He's got an itty bitty knife.
Bugs would sink the ship on my watch.
Oh, that's nice. They actually leave like the effect on them, showing why they're blinded.
Glory is mine.
Huh. So listen, just out of curiosity, if I get this far,
Let's not tarry. This old tub is about to burst.
They smell even worse dead than alive. Let's head above decks.
I got slowed for walking into the oil there.
I hear something. It's Majesty. The one who she tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. Blood pours out from around the bandage. Magister Siwan reaches out to you, her hand flailing. It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Bloody bubbles froth from her mouth. She's not long for this work.
Yeah, you're gonna die. Oh, there you go. What an intro, huh?
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Alright, that's where we're going to end the first video. Thank you for watching. Again, this is King's Court and Divinity Original Sin 2. Going to be going through the story, and this was just the first part of that story. So I hope to see you guys again to join me for the adventures of Captain Nemo.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody